Welcome back to my channel, Dooney Addicts. I am on Dooney.com this morning and wanted to take a look at the new spring handbag offering and thought, well, maybe I should just go ahead and do an early go live and we'll take a look at what's available for new releases for the spring of 2018 together. I have no plans of this replacing the 6 p.m. live unboxing and chat, but just thought that we'd take a look at what is new on Dooney.com together. So several things have caught my attention this morning, and I'm sure that you've seen some of these as well. Just want to point out that if you are purchasing this weekend on Dooney.com, make sure that you're using eBates because it is a 4% cash back with a few $100s going out. That quarterly check from eBates can come in handy. So jumping right into what's new on Dooney for 2018 spring collection. The first is we've all seen the Pammy Cooper was released on yesterday. Murphy is not necessarily new in my opinion. We've seen backpacks from Dooney before, but you know, the Murphy is more of a full-size backpack. There are a couple things. Dooney was on at 1 o'clock this morning, and they don't usually do new merchandise launches at that time in the morning. We usually get them as a TSV or around the 4, the 6, or the 8 p.m. And every once in a while at 10 p.m. we'll see new releases. But the Dylan drawstring, so this silhouette, was released at 1 o'clock this morning on on QVC in the Addison collection. So if some of the drawstring bags that we've seen most recently released, like the Hattie, are too large in scale for you, you may want to take a look at either the Dylan drawstring here or go over to QVC and check out the drawstring in the Addison collection, which released at 1 o'clock this morning. The Rachel medium tote is something new. I'm liking the colors. They have a yellow and orange, a white, a natural, and a black. And believe it or not, the black is what caught my attention. Fear not, I will not be making that purchase, but it is something a little bit different and on a little, lighter weight scale. So those are things again that are catching my attention. Now, patent leather, I am super excited to see patent return for the spring and the summer. I have brand new patent leather bags from Dooney from a couple of years back that I have been itching to get into. Colors like seafoam and white. So I'm happy to see that patent is coming back. I'll definitely be sharing some of those bags, especially the drawstring ones that I'll be enjoying this upcoming season. But if you do not have a patent leather Dooney Bourke bag, I would encourage you to give it a try. I will tell you, I have an aversion to shiny handbags. I don't know what it is, but I don't like shiny purses. I don't like shiny leather. But what I will tell you is that once I got my hands on an actual patent leather, I developed a new appreciation for the shiny patent finish on Dooney Bourke leather. I was scarred as a little girl. My mom kept my sister and I in patent leather shoes and patent leather purses when we were little girls, and when I became an adult and had control over my shopping preferences, I ditched patent leather because I spent so much time in it as a child. But now as an adult, I have developed a new appreciation for that. The Addison bag. If you are into totes, Addison is where it looks like the trend will be this season. I'm not sure how I feel about the small straps on that. It seems like the scale is just a little bit off for the size of the bag. But considering it's nylon and the price point and the size, I do think that Addison is probably going to be our version of a beach bag for this season. Now, we've had some conversation, especially during last week's chat and in the comments this week about Dooney Bourke and the hardware and the fact that we wanted to see something new. I did a complete rant about wanting to see every single bag this year in red. So when Dooney Bourke was on QVC yesterday, I was smiling from ear to ear because red was absolutely available in some of the silhouettes that I wanted to get my hands on that were not previously available in red. So we also had some conversation about the hardware on Dooney, that other brands have put their names on their hardware, on their zipper pulls, and I'm sure that Peter didn't respond exclusively from that feedback because production does have some lag time. But there are a few things that have definitely made me say, okay, I'm going to continue to ride with Dooney, and I'm going to be patient with Peter while he decides what he's going to do to revamp to give me that Michael Kors Jet Set style wallet. So, if you are into graphic prints, it looks like we're going to be on the swirl lollipop train this year. Different silhouettes of bags. It's available in accessories. They are absolutely adorable. Now, I don't know that as an adult, of a woman of a certain age, as a professional, that would be a bag that I would grab to take to work. But on vacation, the weekend, that is a super cute bag. And if you're looking for a birthday gift, or maybe looking to introduce a teenager or youngster into the Dooney brand, the Swirl Lollipop is absolutely a perfect choice for this year. I'm trying to get back in focus. There we are. All right. So there's the Swirl Lollipop Zip Clutch. There's Hattie, Amelia, tons and tons of Florentine. Let's see. We've got some interesting prints that are coming up here. But again, there's the lollipop in your crossbodies, and again, different silhouettes. Greta is making a comeback in prints in the backpack and a few other things. It looks like the Newport tote is also going to be available in Greta this season, and we'll get to her in just a moment. Again, backpacks. If you don't have a backpack of any size for travel, amusement parks, festivals, field trips with the kiddos or the grandkids, I would absolutely encourage you to grab a backpack. Now, Montego. So when I saw this print this morning, it transported me back to getting on the shuttle leaving the airport in Montego Bay and making my way out to the coastline to the resort where I was staying, because this foliage is exactly the foliage that you see in tropical destinations as you are out and about those islands. So I really like this. Available in a couple of different patterns. Some of the color options do not yet have photos available, but if you are cruising this year, if you are taking a tropical warm weather destination vacation, if you are hitting the beach, if you're doing a safari, if any of those things, this screams summer is here. Take me to the beach, someplace warm where the water is the color of that Murphy backpack. That's what that Montego print screams to me. And there are a couple of others that we'll take a look at this morning. Again, there is Greta in the carry-all if you're looking for something lightweight. For a weekender type bag, then absolutely take a look at the Greta, because that will be your option. Now let's take a look at Siesta. Again, this is foliage that you're going to see. I remember seeing this foliage in Hawaii, in Montego Bay, in Aruba, in Curacao, in Bonaire. These are just absolutely gorgeous seasonal prints. Now, what I will tell you is I'm just not sure, again, about the size of these straps. The straps seem to be long enough, so I'm going to give Peter credit for that. But what I have concern about is, even though that's a lightweight bag, that's a pretty sizable bag. I mean, I can weigh that bag down pretty easily, but it looks like those are going to be straps that could potentially dig into your shoulder with any kind of significant weight there. The page sack in, again, Montego and Siesta. Listen, that sandbar bag, I absolutely adored carrying that while I was in Hawaii, and I'm glad that I had it in my collection. If you are a destination traveler, make sure you add one of these bags into your collection. My commentary about, some of the toiletries and things that I took, scents that will help transport, take a new scent with you on vacation, use that so that when you get back home and you smell it, right, it transports you back to that vacation. I feel the same way about that sandbar bag in natural that I took with me to Hawaii, is because now every time I pull that bag out, I will remember my birthday, that milestone birthday. I will also remember my trip to Hawaii, because it's attached to a sentimental occasion, and it's significant with those travels. So I would encourage you, if you're traveling this year, think about finding something new to take with you that will instantly transport you, or that it becomes your vacation or beach bag. Now, Peter, if you were close to me, I would kiss you on your cheek, because we have in live chat been talking about these zipper pulls and the hardware. And oh buddy, have you delivered this season with the Emerson bag? This hardware is gorgeous. Do you see that? Just take it in. I'm just going to give you a minute to take it in. This right here, let me just say this. If I had not already purchased a logo lock, I wouldn't purchase a logo lock, because this hardware is clean, it's classic, it has sharp lines. It looks like it's going to be a little lighter weight than the logo lock. And it doesn't appear to me that it's going to have those clasp closure breaking issues that so many Dooney lovers have had with the logo lock. I am so feeling this. And do you see? It says Dooney Bourke in the arch. Peter Dooney, thank you. Thank you, because this hardware is gorgeous. This price point is great for even this size bag and leather. And the fact that last night, as I was looking at QVC, there were plenty of red options available for me to choose from. So I am absolutely loving this. All right, what else does Peter have in store for us? Again, Greta is back. This is the Celeste. There's Montego print. We've got some new altos that have been out. Some of these are, style-wise appear to always, or not always, but are on the I Love Dooney. The dot kit, Peter, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need the NFL collection. By Father's Day would be ideal, but absolutely by Christmas, because that would really simplify my holiday shopping list for the men in my life. Specifically, I need a Tennessee Titans, a Carolina Panthers, a Pittsburgh Steelers, a Dallas Cowboys, and an Atlanta Falcons. If you could just get the dot kit in the NFL by Father's Day or by Christmas 2018 in the dot kit, I will exclusively purchase for the men in my life on my Christmas list from Dooney.com. Let's see. Look at this. Look at this hardware. Do you see that? Look at those long shoulder straps. I'm in love. And look at this. It says it's a small. And looking at it, 12.5, that's not too terribly small. You know me, I would probably want it in the large, but look at that hardware. Ingenious. Peter is absolutely brilliant. I'm not going to squawk this morning at him. I'm going to try to refrain from doing it this afternoon, this evening, when we do the live chat with the unboxing, because I have been pleased with Peter this week. I really have. The Belvedere medium logo lock satchel. I have, it's not the Belvedere, but I have the medium logo lock satchel in an older Dooney print. And I carried the heck out of that bag. And of course, it's still in my collection. So if I can dig it out, I will most likely try to have that available for chat this evening, just so that you can kind of see what that silhouette looks like in person, even though it's not leather. The leather game with Dooney for the spring is absolutely serious. So make sure that you're taking a look at it. Look at Naomi. Look at that hook on. Oh my goodness, look at the clasp on that pocket, and it's available in red. Hold up, wait a minute. I need to see what it looks like in red. You know what? If I didn't know, I need to figure out what kind of leather is Emerson. What kind of leather is that? Because it has a alto leather flair to it. Oh my goodness, look at that hardware. Ooh. Now, I'm not, see, some of these are not available yet. Like Fuchsia doesn't have a picture available. Tomorrow Brown. That is nice. We've looked at the red, midnight blue. That gold really pops on that midnight blue. There's black. Oh my goodness. That should have been released in the fall of the year, because that would have been stunning with my winter boots. Now I'm thinking it's going to go great with our saddle leather sandals this summer. But I would have rocked that tan all winter with boots. Oh my goodness. And then there's white. And that looks like an absolute paper white. No French vanilla there. Alright. Uh-oh. What happened to my... Oh, it's... Okay, here we go. Pebble Grain Crescent. The Crescent bag has been released before, so that's not a new silhouette for Dooney, for those of you that may have not been following the brand as long. But it being available in Pebble Grain in these colors is, and what is this color? Wait a minute, we were asking about lavender, violet colors, so we've got it in Kelly green for those of you that enjoy that. There it is in mauve, amethyst, which is, the swatch is actually better than, I don't know, and then there is grass green. So a few spring color options there in the Crescent tote with the double pockets on the front. There is, let's see what else we've got here. There's the pattern again, which I'm happy about. There is the Greta in the Newport tote. It looks like Shannon is available in a larger size. Oh my goodness. $3.28. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. Those straps. Let me see. Let's see if we can get back in focus first. Let's see. Are we going to focus? It looks like it's not going to focus with me. Alright, well, there we go. That is gorgeous. I need to see what the shoulder strap drop length is. And, of course, it's not on there. But it looks gorgeous. Now, let me say this. The inside of this bag, so it's collared in leather. Love it. But it's almost taking nods from the Alto collection with, it's not the raw leather, but those pockets that it looks like it's got a double business card or maybe a double credit card slot on the outside of that zip pocket. And I would imagine that that pocket, I'm not sure whether it's attached to the inner lining of the bag, which looks like it's dark, maybe a black or a navy, or whether it's a loose flap. And I would imagine that it's a loose flap, which is what the interior lining of the Alto bags looks like, especially looking at the bottom of that bag. It looks like it's exposed leather. Hey, Peter, I'm going to see what this looks like in the interior, but I really like this. I like the brand because I don't have to worry about the inside of my bag being a black hole. So I'm curious to see how this is going to work out, whether this is actually black or whether it's a blue and it's just not picking up on camera. I love the bag. I love that we are continuing with what looks like the leather interior. I'm just not sure how I feel about the dark color. Now, I did pick up a set of purse organizers and I got it in pink. I thought about getting purple or black because they were, I just liked them a little bit better, but they're going to create that black hole inside my bag. So considering that my liner is coming in pink because they didn't have red available on QVC, it may work. It may work for this. So I just think that it's interesting that the brand typically doesn't do black or darker colored linings, and that's what we're seeing in this particular bag. So there's the bag in black. There is tan. This one, the tan doesn't draw me in the way the last bag did. And there it is in Tomorrow Brown, and the white, the photo is not yet available. Let's see, we are pretty much at the end here. So, if you signed in, thank you so very much for joining an early, unscheduled, impromptu live chat of what's new for Dooney Bourke Spring 2018. We'll absolutely be back on this evening at 6 p.m. for live chat during the Super Bowl. Let me just kind of scroll through and take a look at the comments to see if there's anything that I need to respond to. Good morning, Joshy. I've not taken a look at the clearance to see if there's anything eye-catching on clearance, but that's a good idea for maybe the next live chat or an impromptu chat. Let's see. Purple. Yes, purple seems to be available along with the Kelly greens this season. Yeah, patent back in the day, that scarred me. I tell my mom all the time. And she was like, you just didn't have a sense of style and fashion back then. I knew what I was doing when I was keeping you girls in patent. So she gets a good laugh out of it now because I've talked bad about patent leather for so many years. So, Montego, I really like that. Good morning, says what? Hi, Carol. I'm totally feeling this hardware as well on the Emerson collection. It is really nice. I'm loving the Siesta. I'm loving the Montego Bay. Now, if he comes up with one with the Wahoo, then I'm absolutely all in because I'll need to get it just to make another trip back to Hawaii so that there's another memory tied to it. Alright, yep, the light blue is nice. I know, I have a black bag that a friend of mine from work gave me several years back, and it's not a Dooney, but it is a gorgeous structured bag. And I carried it a few times while we were working together, but it honestly is not really, seeing the light of day. Yeah, the unlined look, I really like it. But I'm gonna give it a shot because I think there is absolutely a way for me to make that darker lining work. I'm hoping that maybe it's a blue as opposed to a black. Can't really tell from the photos here online, but we'll see. Let me see the Emerson, the smaller one. Let me see that very first one. I had a request for the inside of it. I don't think it was back up that high. Let me just take a look. Let me scroll through and find it again, and we can take a look at the inside of it. I really like Amelia, but I'm not getting her because I really would like for that strap to be detachable. And since it's not, I've just made myself not look at it because I know I'd have to tuck the strap in the inside of the bag, or it's just going to hang, and that's going to really frustrate me. So I've avoided that one. Where is that little first Emerson that I looked at to show you the interior? There she is. Alright, Kyra is her name, and it looks like Kyra has an all leather. Nope, that's a pocket. That's a pocket, and there's the dark sidewall there. Yeah, but from a color standpoint, there she is in tan, fuchsia. That is pretty. Midnight blue, the Caribbean blue, black, geranium. You're welcome, Roslyn. White. And the last one is Tomorrow Brown. So, I don't know about you, but I've got a little bit of prep that I need to do in order to get ready for the game that I'll maybe partly watch. Looking forward to Justin Timberlake to see what he does during the halftime show. And then we'll be on around 6 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time for live chat. We will have an unboxing this evening. We'll try to keep that time to an hour so that we can get back to the game for those that are trying to multitask. So, thank you so very much for watching until 6 p.m. I do hope that you're finding something that feeds your Dooney addiction. Take care.